Hi, my name is Carlos Manuel Sotelo Porras. I am the student who is doing the incoming mobility. And to develop this activity, I am going to performance a situation in which there are two people, the student and the teacher. So the situation consists of the teacher and the student are going to meet in a virtual session because the student asked the teacher for a slot in which he can solve all the questions that the student has because he is having some problems with the activities. Through this video, I'm going to show how the pragmatic approach in terms of language is reflected. So let's go for it. Hey dude, what's up? Sorry for being late. I had to run out of a class to be on time here. Okay, no problem, Mr. Olaya. So let's get into the topic to solve all the problems or all the questions that you might have. Sure, what's the deal? Remember that this session is to answer all the questions that you have because you asked me last week for a slot in which I can solve all these questions. Yes, I'm here to help, so tell me. Okay, man, so I first wanted to know if it's possible for me to submit my activities with no affectation on my grades or my score. Is it? Okay, Mr. Olaya. So let me tell you that considering all the reasons why you provided, I was thinking about it and I finally made my decision. I will allow you to submit the activities, but the deadline is going to be this upcoming Friday. Do you agree on that? Bad. Thanks a lot. I will do it, and now I have other questions, teacher. Tell me. Okay, Mr. Olaya, so that will be all. Don't you have any other question? No, teacher, thanks a lot. You are the GOAT. Okay, Mr. Olaya, let's stop here. Let's stop here. I need to do this. Before finishing the meeting, I want to tell you something. I want to demand you to respect me because you have been so disrespectful since we began, and now you just tell me that I am a GOAT. I am not your friend, and I haven't offered you the confidence for this type of treatment. So please hey, respect teacher, me. I am so sorry for that. But I also want to clarify that being the goat is not being an animal. Actually, goat stands for greatest of all time. I'm just so grateful for your help, and I wanted to let you know that. And yeah, I just was trying to be friendly, but I'm so sorry. I get it, but in that case, you must have into account that we are in a formal contest and you have to adequate your vocabulary because as I mentioned, I am not your friend, I am your teacher, and you have to treat me with respect. Yeah, teacher, I completely understand. So thank you for your help, and that will be all. Bye bye. So in this video we can see clearly how the pragmatic approach is reflected in terms of language. To speak about it, first we have to keep in mind that when we speak about the pragmatic approach in terms of language, it encompasses the ability or the fact of using the language in an appropriate way depending on the context, and also depending on the pragmatic meaning of the words or of the expressions. In this case, specifically speaking about the word GOAT, that stands for greatest of all time, the teacher didn't give the same pragmatic meaning to this word that the student did. So the teacher gave to this word a semantic meaning, a literal meaning that means an animal. But the student actually was intending to refer to the teacher in a good way. He was, as he mentioned, he was grateful for his help and he was trying to thank him, saying good things. But What went wrong in this situation is that the student didn't keep in mind the situation, the context where they were, in this case a formal contest, and he was using an inappropriate vocabulary, having into account the the contest, the moment in which they were speaking. He was referring to a teacher, to a professional. They were not friends, they didn't have a close relationship, and that's why we can see that the student didn't use the language in a correct way. So this video is just a sample in which we can show how the pragmatic approach in terms of language is reflected in different kind of contests. In this case specifically, a contest in which we find a teacher and a student. Thank you very much for watching my video, and I hope it was clear. Bye bye.